we started. Same spot. It's the next Friday. Again, it's another weekend, but I've been really, really happy with a lot of the habits that I've built. I feel like this week I've been able to compound and be like, okay, these are solidified. Now let's add some more healthy things. And I'm hyped for this weekend. I've already gotten in the Word one time this morning. My goal is to at least get in the Word twice, intentional, like deep study once every day, and then at night close out with reading a chapter of a book. Something about life, sometimes something about theology, other times just things like right now the book I'm reading is called The Defining Decades, and it's kind of why your 20s matter, and talking about the decade of being in your 20s, how to take advantage of it, stuff like that. So I get the spiritual side, and then I allow myself some of that leadership or finances or business or life or leading life in general, all of those things in that reading time. But tonight, we got a football game to go to. High school football season, doing all that. So being with those guys, I'm getting my second reading in now after going to the gym, heat up lunch, and I'm also kind of going to take a call with Malik. We're thinking about a possible business idea. Not as much business driven, but more growth driven and life driven, helping other people from things we've seen through social media. So I'm going to work on the finishing touches for the tech pack. The logo's done, and I'm just so, like, that's a weight off my shoulders to get the logo done. And it's definitely, like, I'm going to develop it, and it's going to grow. The brand isn't going to be a brand for me with just the way I create and I express. There's so many changes in lives in my life, and the changes of my life, transformation, the things God's doing. And so I want to allow that room for the brand too. This is what I feel right now, but literally the next hoodie could have a different logo on it. And so I want to give it that space, not hold as much weight to it, but just be glad with what I made this time. And then from there, release what I want to release, go about it in a certain way, and build off of that. So God is showing up. God's doing a lot in my life right now, and it's great. And I'm excited that I get to take you kind of in on some of this weekend, because it's a little bit different than what the past few have been. Where now I'm getting the tech pack done. I'm doing some portfolio stuff just to upload some things. And then also I get to kind of dream this weekend about this opportunity with Malik on some things that we've been looking at. So it'll be a cool weekend. It's a game day here in Athens tomorrow, so it's hard for me to move around, but I think tomorrow afternoon I'm probably going to go thrifting, something like that. Take you with me on that. What I'm thinking for the fall season, and then also what I'm designing for the fall season too. So stick with me. This one's going to be sick. I'm going to jump into the Word. I'm going to eat a little bit. Let's do it. Alright, this is kind of a cool thing I just figured out, isn't it? It's kind of cool. But, got done with the brand stuff. Got about like 40 minutes till I need to be at the football field for the game tonight. So, gonna get ready. Already changed a little bit, but just trying to figure out what to wear. Both teams are the same colors, so I don't know if it's okay for me to wear team colors, because then it can feel like I'm wearing rival colors too. So, I don't know, but gonna get ready, change, go to the game, probably eat a little bit, last little thing. Okay, so if you can't tell, it's raining. I definitely don't want to take my camera out in the rain. If it eases up, you're going to get to see game footage, and you won't see this clip probably. If it didn't ease up, I apologize. I'll update you after. We'll see. Alright, what's up? I was able to get a couple of home videos. As you can see, it's the next morning. Hit the gym already. It's around noon. It's a game day here in Athens, so it's really busy everywhere. But the thrift stores are kind of empty because everybody's going to the game. So, gonna go thrift a little bit, have breakfast, hit the gym, did all that already. So now I'm just gonna thrift, go home, watch some football myself, and work on more brand stuff. I've got a lot of cool updates now where I can actually show y'all some of the stuff that I've done to give you kind of an inside look. It's finally building, it's finally here. I got some big goals for it. So we'll talk through all that. But first, let's see if we can find some fall stuff. Alright, done thrifting, got some sick stuff, but it's in the wash. Football's already going, got lunch sitting here, and this is going to be the spot, kind of for the rest of the night. I'm doing some laundry, doing little stuff everywhere. Gonna get into the Word again, was really encouraged this morning. In Exodus again, I don't know, Exodus just been feeding me. It's been really cool. And I'm really trying to grow upon kind of this idea of what we see in the moment, where what God would have felt and what our life reflects in the space of when God helped the Israelites leave Egypt and they see this great miracle and they're watching this fire burn and take them and lead them on their path, yet they still want to look back at Moses and say that what we had before was better than what's coming. And just how God must have felt in a moment where it's like He can see everything in the plan that He has written out for us and all the amazing things. And what does it look like when we turn back to the things that God has called us out of? And I'm still developing that. I'm still kind of studying on that, and I'm definitely going to speak on it. But it's just something that's kind of like been burdening my heart today. And it's been a constant reminder for me of what things I should be leaving in the past and other things that I should be moving forward with. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to study into that some more. Florida starts playing in like 30 minutes. If you don't know, I'm a Florida Gator through and through. That's my team. I love it. Even living in Athens, Georgia, which makes it even crazier. But it's what I'm about. I'm about that life. You know, I had to come up here to save some people. So, yeah, I'm going to watch the game, hang out, chill for a little bit, and then I'm going to get onto that tech pack and finish that up today. So. Alright, there we go. Alright, here's the church fit. You see it. Just picked up some groceries when we got done with service. Gonna go down, pick up some lunch. Wearing one of the thrifted pieces. Good little Sunday. Good little nice night last night. And gonna go grab some lunch. Change. I'll show you the other stuff I thrifted and update you on the brand and the Bible stuff. A lot of stuff to talk about. I'll be right back. So, thrift finds. Here's what I got. I got like this. It's like teal and navy blue and white striped button up. That was the thing I wore to church today. I don't know if you can really see how well you can see that or not, but it fits me really well. I noticed it was kind of a little bit more cropped, and the sleeve length was good, so I got that. All this I got at Goodwill. I actually really didn't find much anywhere else, so was a good day for sure at Goodwill. Got a maroon thermal. It's the square thermal knit, so it's I love the color. I like the little button feature. Usually really don't have that many thermals that have the buttons. So trying something different there. Have seen a couple other people wear it. I really like it. Really my influence right now for kind of what I'm wanting to do in the fall is Brad Pitt in F1. I think he killed it in F1 and on his PR run for F1. A lot of what he wore was sick. I really, really liked it. It's insane to think he's in his 60s. He looks crazy good for his age. But really like young Brad Pitt and Brad Pitt in F1 both have really influenced my style in like the last 2 years. So really liking him with him again. David Beckham is another one. David Beckham like 2003 to 2007 killed it. I absolutely loved everything that he wore in that time period. So really looking at them two, they influenced me a lot. And then this is kind of a sleeper that people don't really talk about, but I really like Stephon Diggs' style. I think he plays with colors really well and silhouettes really well. And he also helps give me a little bit of the inspiration on like the athletic gear side, where like when I'm going to the gym or when I'm going on a run, what I'm wearing for that stuff too. Thinking about what I'm buying in that space. So that's another thing. And then this is the last piece. It's just a sweater, but I think this sweater could be sick. It's a quarter zip, has the gray. It's like a gray and cream. And I don't know, I'm going to test it some. I'm not fully sold on it yet. Might end up cropping it or doing something, but I just see this with some light denim and maybe even like for the beginning of fall, maybe flip-flops. And then once that kind of goes away, I'm not wearing flip-flops in the cold. I hate to break it to you. But so when it gets too cold, then I'll probably wear loafers or a pair of boots or something like that. I'm definitely going to lean into this fall lots of patterns and solids. I'm somebody where I like to layer, but I also really just like to use simple proportions with basics. I don't think you have to do too much. I'll step out in certain moments and do a lot, but I want my daily to just feel clean but fly and good. So lots of different colors, different proportions, stuff like that, but not overdoing it on the side of like wearing 4 things stacked on top of each other. That's just not me. I love that style on particular people, but for me, that's just not the space that I'm in right now. So that's really what I'm thinking for the fall. On the brand updates. So Tech Pack is done. I will show you the logo. I'm gonna throw it up somewhere right here. This is kind of what I've been creating, working on for the last month and a half. Really just trying to perfect this, get it right, so that whenever it's done and this t-shirt's made, you can get your hands on it as quick as possible. So I'm really glad that you're in this journey with me to kind of start this and do this, because I'm going to take you through every little step. I'm measuring the tiny pieces of everything from the neckline down to the sleeve length, down to the type of seams on every little part of it. Like we're going to do the single seams, we're going to do, the cross stitch, everything you can think of. I'm going that deep into it because I know how intentional God was when He created us, and so I want to be that intentional in the things that He's allowing me to create with Him. So that's where I'm at with that. Everything is now in a manufacturer's hands. I don't know what manufacturer I'm going to use yet. To give you a little bit of knowledge on that end, kind of how it goes, is you make what's called a tech pack, which is basically like a PowerPoint for your product. So it's going to have the product name and numbers so that you can keep it organized. You're going to give exact color codes for what type of screen print colors you want for the designs on it. You want to give an exact color code for the fabric, as well as fabric makeup, the type of fabric in it. Do you want a blend? What types of blend do you want? Do you want 100% cotton? Do you want a garment dye? Do you want a spray? There's all different kinds of stuff that you can get done to fabric, and a tech pack is where you list everything out in extreme detail, so a manufacturer can take this and then go find the fabrics needed, go find the ink needed to make the colors needed to make your merchandise come to life. Then they send you a sample, and that's where you get to analyze it, measure it, check everything, put it on, feel it, make sure it's right. If you want to make changes, you go back through that same process again. You send a second tech pack with updates, and then you make the changes based off of that. Hopefully, I can get through this one in 1 to 2 samples is really my goal. I've got a lot of experience doing this, so hopefully that will allow me to jump into that a little bit deeper. So Exodus chapter 14 really changed me yesterday. I've been praying this dangerous prayer, saying, God, hurt my heart for what hurts yours. And I'm beginning to really feel the emotion of that. And it overwhelmed me in a great sense yesterday. Looking at a spot where you see the Israelites, God's people, being delivered from slavery in Egypt, literally being led by a flame, seeing a living, walking miracle happen in front of them. Yet they face a hardship and they look at Moses in the middle of this amazing moment and they say, we'd rather serve the Egyptians and go back to what once was than die in the desert. They didn't believe in the strength and the power of the God that had literally led them and taken them this far. St. Augustine talks about your past isn't yours to keep, but the future is yours to shape. And that's something that has marked me and changed me and helped me see just from yesterday the hurt in God's heart. When we look back at something, a past sin or a past hurt or a past situation we were in and think, maybe that could be better than taking the risk and taking the chance on what God has shown me and what God is continually showing me to go into. That moment, that opportunity for us to step up, to stand out, to see God do the miraculous in our life. Don't get so caught up in the things that have been that we place that over the space of what could be. There's a chance for God to do far more in our lives if we would just let go of the things that have always been. If we would just let go of the thing we've always known, maybe we come to know something greater than ourselves. And that's the spot where God says, here I am, here I go, will you go with me? See, here's the honest truth. Indecision is a decision, and it's a decision not to take action. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is that little extra step of letting God do something greater, something further than what you already know and what you've already done. It's when we allow ourselves the grace and the chance to mess up, to go a little bit further, to trust God a little bit more, to give a little greater, to go a little further than we've ever been, that takes us to a place that brings us to a better place, a better opportunity for what God wants to do in us. You see, it's not us taking control of this life. It's God writing out every step every day. And our job is to just have the courage and have the faith to let Him lead us through the Red Sea. Alright, so that's all I got. I know that went a little deep, a little emotional pretty quick, but it's the honest truth, and it's something that's really challenging me, something that I'm living out right now in this time of bringing this brand back, really at one of the hardest times of my life when it comes to financial situation and time. So it's a challenge, but it's a chance. And that's what I have to see, and that's what God's helping me see. So I hope you'd see that in your situation, where you are, and that you would run, and you would do it. If you've got ideas, if you need help, if you want advice, hit me up. I've been through this a little bit now, and I'm going to keep going on it. Hopefully these videos will help you. I'm going to be honest with you in them, so we can do this thing together. I love you. Peace.